Oh, Willie, he gave up his wife and children just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. Laying by these railroad tracks in Denver with a hurting head and a half a pint of wine. Everything except my soul has been surrendered just to satisfy your 14-karat mind.
All right. Thank you for being with us here at the Crooked Road General Store for Mount Music Showcase. I'm Jim Edwards. Glad to see some visitors here tonight. And okay, as I was saying, thank you for being with us, and glad to have you with us here for Mount Music Showcase. And we're going to get to the music in just a moment, but as I was saying, Chuck, glad that you brought a friend with you, and some other folks here for the first time. Thank you for being with us. Now, we're going to get to the music as soon as I do something very special to me. Every week I say thank you to our veterans. So let's get those hands up out there and let us recognize you. All of you. That's all of you here at the Crooked Road General Store and you veterans by way of television. Thank you for being with us, and thanks for your service and your sacrifices. Because of all of you, we're here. So if you will, please help me welcome back to the old Southern porch. It's our family again, the State Line Band.
Let's get a little Merle Haggard going here. Well, I'm tired of this dirty old city, and tired of too much work and never enough play. And I'm tired of these dirty old sidewalks. Think I'll walk off my steady job today. Turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana. Give me all I've got coming to me. You can keep your retirement and your so-called Social Security. Big city, turn me loose and set me free. Been working every day since I was 20. Oh, I haven't got a thing to show for what I've done. There's rich folks who never work and they've got plenty. Think it's time all us guys and gal have some fun. Turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana. Give me all I've got coming to me. You can keep your retirement and your so-called Social Security. Big city turned me loose and set me free. Big city turned me loose, set me free. All right. First of all, I want to thank everybody for being here. We really appreciate you coming out. I want to thank Marla for putting this on, and we really want to thank Jim for doing the show and putting it on TV. That's really great. So we're going to get Kitty Serber up here next to do a little song for you. Just a beautiful song put out by Connie Smith, and it's what that song meant to me. Just listen to it. I think you'll really enjoy it.
La da da dum, la da da dum. I sang goodbye 1,000 times in a song to make words rhyme until the day when you walked out the door, honey. I never knew what that song meant before. That pretty song about someone gone. Those catchy lines are touching home. I don't think that I could get through it anymore, honey. I never knew what that song meant before. And now the words go to my heart. Then I feel the teardrops start. When I sing those words, you don't love me anymore, honey. I never knew what that song meant before. That pretty song about someone gone. Those catchy lines are touching home. I don't think that I could get through it anymore, honey. I never knew what that song meant before. La da da dum, la da da dum. I don't think that I could get through it anymore, honey. I never knew what that song meant before.
Oh, what about that? Isn't that beautiful? She does a great job on me. I think she does. Well, our next singer's up is Danny Price. Me and Danny's been making music now for several years together, and if your last name is Price, you know they can pick something. Usually they can pick everything and sing, and he's no exception. He's a great... he said he used to pick a little cotton even. But anyway, he's going to do one for you. I think you'll really like this one. It's by, what's the name of it? Dwight Yoakam. Yeah, I couldn't think of old Dwight's name, but I think you'll like this. Listen to this.
Well, I'm back again for another night, trying to break free from this sadness that I can't lay to rest. This old honky-tonk sure does feel like home. And the music with the laughter seems to soothe my loneliness. Turn it on, turn it up, If a tear should fall, if I should mention her name to some stranger I'm holding while we're dancing to an old Buck Owens song, I know she won't mind. She won't even know. She'll be dancing with a memory, crying teardrops of her own. Turn it on, turn it up, turn me loose from these memories that's driving me lonely, crazy and blue. It helps me forget her, but the louder the better. Hey, mister, turn it on, turn it up, turn me loose. Hey, mister, turn it on, turn it up, turn me loose.
Oh, great job, Danny. That's wonderful. While Dan back here changed instruments, you ever see him changing off and on all during the night. He, if it's got a string on it, he can play it. And as I said before, he's the only one that's made his living by playing music at one time. And look who he's playing with now. But anyway, we're going to get Granville and Kitty up here to duet for you. I think you'll really enjoy this. And this goes back many, many years ago. Pennies from Heaven.
Acre of diamonds I offer to you, a solid gold mansion, airplane or two.
This whole world would be yours to have and to hold if pennies were new and heartaches were gold. If teardrops were hearts and heartaches were gold, I'd have all the riches my pockets could hold. I'd be oh so wealthy with treasures untold if
Teardrops were pennies,
and heartaches were gold.
the tears that have fallen won't buy you a thing. The heartaches you caused me won't pay for a ring.
The love that I wanted would not have grown cold if teardrops were pennies and heartaches were gold. If teardrops were pennies and heartaches were gold, I'd have all the riches my pockets could hold. I'd be oh so wealthy with treasures untold if teardrops were pennies and heartaches were gold.
But teardrops aren't pennies,
And heartaches aren't gold.
All right, that's a great job, Granville. All right, Granville, I'm telling you what's the truth. You ought to know Granville, he's quite a guy. But he's worked around Bristol about all his life, he's had a car lot. But anyway, we're going to get Jack up here to do an old Roger Miller song. But Jack, well, I got your attention right now. I need to ask you something. But, you know, Jack was on the police force. He's retired from the Bristol, Tennessee Police Force. He's spent 25 years, and I think that deserves of applause there. So
Is that for the endurance?
that's an endurance. But anyway, I was going to ask Jack. I hadn't got to talk to him about it yet, so I might as well ask him now. Jack, I went out with a policewoman the other night, and I need your advice.
I'm here to help.
As the night went along, she slapped me.
I knew it was coming. Really?
Yeah.
What did he slap you with?
Well, her hand. But anyway, she slapped me, you know, and I said, why did you do that? And she said, well, you're trying to take the law into your own hands. So I was wondering if Jack had any advice for me.
Let me ask you a couple of questions.
No, I don't want to be. I don't want to be interrogated. Let's do a Roger Miller
This is
song.
being
What do you say?
recorded. Well, now wait a minute. I think I can help you though.
Oh,
I
okay.
can clear this right up. It won't take but a second.
Oh,
Let
Lord.
me ask you a couple. Was it dark?
It was.
Was it late?
It was.
And she slapped you.
Yeah, she
She
did.
thought you were dead or asleep.
So what you're trying to say, Linda doesn't have a thing to worry about, does she? Let's do a little Roger Miller.
Trailer for sale or rent. Rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. 2 hours of pushing broom. Buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. 3rd boxcar, midnight train. Destination Bangor, Maine. No phone, no food, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. I smoke old stogies I have found. Short but not too big around. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. Know every engineer on every train. All of the children, all of their names, every handout, every town, every block that ain't locked when no one's around. I sing trailer for sale or rent, room to let 50 cents, no phone, no food, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. King of the road. King of the road.
All right. Oh, Jack, that is great. Let's get Danny up here and do one of them banjo tunes. But before Danny takes off, I'm going to make a short announcement. I mean, this is true. We've got a special guest coming on right before our first break. Well, our only break. I think you'll enjoy him. It could be somebody that you know, but I'm telling you what's the truth. When they get on here, and when they come, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. Just you got to stay for that, if nothing else, because I'm being serious. You'll really love it. Go ahead, Danny. Dogs. I don't know how he does it. He sure does it. Our next number is a Gene Watson song. It's 14 Karat Mine, the only #1 song. Gene had a lot of hits, but the only one that ever reached #1 was this next song. And I don't know why the other songs like Paper Roses and some of those big hits he had, but the only one that reached #1, Jim, was the 14 Karat Mine. You got her, Danny? I still recall the morning that I met you out in front of Wilson 5 and Dime, staring at the jury through the window, hungry for the things you couldn't buy. And like a fool I thought that I could please you. I saw you had an eye for things that shine. I gave 7 sawmill dollars for your bracelet, just to satisfy your 14 karat mind. Laying by these railroad tracks in Denver, with a hurting head and a half a pint of wine. Everything except my soul has been surrendered, just to
It's a big job just getting by with 9 kids and a man. But I've been a working girl, working all I can, and I keep on working, long as my 2 hands are fit to use. I'll drink my cappuccino, sing a little bit of these working girl blues. I keep my nose to the grindstone, work hard every day. Might get a little tight on the weekends after I draw my pay, but I go back working. Come Monday morning, I'm right whack with the crew. Might sip a little wine that evening, sing a little bit of these working girl blues. Here comes that guitar picker. Sometimes I think about leaving, do a little running around. Wanna throw my bills out the window, take a trip to another town, but I go back working. Gotta buy my kids a brand new pair of shoes. Yeah, drink a little wine that evening, cry a little bit of these working girl blues. Well, hey, working girl like me, I ain't never been on welfare. That's one place I won't be, 'cause I'll be working, long as my 2 hands are fit to use. Take the kids to church on Sunday, pray away these working girl blues. This song's for all of us hard-working girls. Thank you.
Oh, good. All right, Kitty, she doesn't disappoint, I'll tell you that much. She does just a wonderful job on everything she does, just like Danny Price over here. What a guy. I'm not going to say that. Jack's back here trying to put words in my ear.
Pretty well, too.
Yeah. All right, Danny, let's do one called Big Win.
There it is. I lost it for a minute.
From daylight to dusk, we've been working in the dust, picking cotton, working side by side. Now I can't forget Yes, I remember yet. Where my daddy looked at me and cried, son, big wind's coming. Listen to the humming. Hurry up, son, be quick. Don't stall. You know we can't be slow. Get the kids and get below. If we don't hurry, it'll surely get us all. Well, I ran across the field, so scared my lips were sealed. Warned my mom the storm was on its way. I knew I'd won my race when I saw my mammy's face. And the way she looked at me and cried, son, big wind's coming. Listen to the humming. Hurry up, son, be quick. Don't stall. You know we can't be slow. Get the kids and get below. If we don't hurry, it'll surely get us all. Well, Dad was on the cellar. By now the sky was yelling. Wind was blowing, trees were falling. Outside I heard him crying as he lay there dying. Seems I could still hear him calling. Big wind's coming. Listen to the humming. Hurry up, son, be quick. Don't stall. You know we can't be slow. Get the kids and get below. If we don't hurry, it'll surely get us all. Big wind's coming.
Oh, doesn't get any better than that, Danny. That's great. That's some good harmony back there, too, Jack. That's great.
I'll pay you later.
Okay, I'll take it. Oh, it's Granville's time. He's going to sing a song that's appropriate for today. It's called Raining, Raining, Raining.
Well, it's raining, raining, raining here this morning. As I sit in jail and hang my head in shame. Wish that I could follow all the raindrops, but they've given me a number for my name. Many little raindrops falling close to me makes the streams and rivers muddy as can be. Well, it's raining, raining, raining here this morning as the Mississippi flows to the sea. Well, I wish that I could see my little darling, hold her in my arms just as before. She used to tell me every day she loved me, but now she doesn't love me anymore. She knew that I was guilty of this one crime, said that she'd be waiting there for me. But now she found some other place to wander, where the Mississippi flows to the sea. Well, it's raining, raining, raining here this morning. I am just as weary as can be. Wish that I could follow all the raindrops, where the Mississippi flows to the sea.
Good job, Granville. I told you that was appropriate for today. Well, we're going to get Jack up here. I'm going to dedicate this next song to Linda because she kind of pitched this song to Jack and miss my Linda. But anyway, you know, everywhere we play, we do some gospel music, and we can put on. We got enough gospel music to do a whole show with gospel, but Jack, he just does such a wonderful job on these gospel songs, and I think you'll love this one too, called "The Wayfaring Stranger."
I am a poor, wayfaring stranger, while traveling through this world of woe. Yet there's no sickness or danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my Father, going there no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I know dark clouds may gather round me. I know my way, it's rough and steep. Beauteous fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed their vigils keep. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I want to wear a crown in glory. I want to wear it in that great land. I want to shout salvation's story in concert with that blood-washed man. I'm going there to see my Savior, going there no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. Only going over home.
Oh, it doesn't get any better than that, Jack. Great job. Great job. Woo, doggies.
We're not gonna do the instrument. We'll do it again.
Okay. Don't forget our special guest coming up later on. Just a few more songs and they'll come up. And I venture to say they've never actually performed on this stage before, so you're going to really in for a good treat. So hang on to what you got because it's coming pretty soon. But anyway, we're going to do one now. Old Merle Haggard. This one's called Silver Wings. Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring and John headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. Don't leave me, I cry. Don't take that airplane ride, for she locked me out of her mind, left me standing here behind. Silver wing, shining in the sunlight, roaring engine, headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wing, slowly fading out of sight. Don't leave me, I cry. Don't take that airplane ride, for she locked me out of her mind, left me standing here behind. Silver wing, shining in the sunlight, roaring engine, headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wing, slowly fading out of sight. Silver wing, slowly fading out of sight. Thank you. Oh, Kitty's got a pretty one coming up for you now called Wildflowers. Oh, no, Marla.
Boy, that could be dangerous.
Wrong with the show. I just had to. Do y'all know if I had a hammer? Carry on.
The hills were alive with wildflowers, and I was as wild, even wilder than they. For at least I could run, they just died in the sun, and I refused to just wither in place. Just a wild mountain rose, needing freedom to grow, so I ran, fearing not where I'd go. When a flower grows wild, it can always surprise, while flowers don't care where they grow. And the flowers I knew in the fields where I grew were content to be lost in the crowd. They were common and close, I had no room for growth, and I wanted so much to branch out. So I uprooted myself from my home ground and left, took my dreams and I took to the road. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive, Wildflowers don't care where they grow. I grew up fast and wild, and I never felt right in a garden so different from me. I just never belonged, I just longed to be gone. So the garden one day set me free. I hitched a ride with the wind, and since he was my friend, I just let him decide where we'd go. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. Just a wild rambling rose needing mysteries untold. No regret for the blast that I chose. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. Wildflowers don't care where they grow.
Danny's going to do a Bobby Bear song for you. And speaking of number one songs, we was talking about Gene Watson a while ago. This is the only number one song that Bobby Bear ever had. Now, he's like Gene Watson. He had several big hits, but none of them hit number one, but this one right here called Detroit City.
Last night I went to sleep in Detroit City, and I dreamed about those cotton fields at home. I dreamed about my mother, dear old Papa's sister and brother, and I dreamed about the girl who's been waiting for so long. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Lord, how I wanna go home. Some folks think I'm big in Detroit City. From the letters that I write, they think I'm fine. By day I make the card, and by night I make the bar. If only they could read between the lines. You know, I rode a freight train north to Detroit City. And after all these years, I find I've just been wasting my time. So I think I'll take my foolish pride up on a southbound freight ride and go back to the loved ones, the ones I left waiting so far behind. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Lord, how I wanna go home.
Oh, good job, Dan. Good job. Well, we're going to get Granville back up here. He's got a good song for you, too. Granville does a good job on all of them as well. No, it's not raining, Jack.
This is about a girl. That's about that
This
girl
is-
that Dennis went out with the other
No, it wasn't a police woman. It's not a police woman. This is a girl in the Blue Velvet band.
Oh,
So,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
I saw
yeah.
the girl in the blues.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I changed the word to Auntie Soup Bristol instead of Bristol.
She didn't slap Granville.
Right. She liked him.
He didn't take the law into his own hands either. All right, Granville, let's go.
In the city of riches and fame, in Bristol I first saw the light. In the city of frolics and fashion, so fresh in my memory tonight. One evening while out for a ramble, the air was just about nine. I met a young maiden in Bristol on the corner of Cherry and Pine. On her face there was beauty of nature. Her eyes, they seemed to expand. Her hair was so rich and so lovely, entwined with the blue velvet band. We strolled down the long street together. In my pocket she placed her small hand. She planted the evidence on me, the girl in the blue velvet band. I heard the wild scream of the siren, girl in the blue velvet band. She left me to face all the trouble with a diamond well worth 10 grand. They send me to San Quentin for steel. God knows I'm an innocent man. The guilty one now she lays dying. The girl in the blue velvet band. Last night when bedtime was nearing, while standing close to the bars, I fancied I heard a voice calling far out on the ocean of stars. I'll be out in a week and I'm leaving. I'll live in some far distant land. I'll bid farewell to old Bristol and the grave of the blue velvet band. But when I get out, I'll be branded. I'll carry the name of a man who spent 10 years in prison for the girl in the blue velvet band.
Good job, Granville. That was great. Oh, we're going to get Jack back up and do another gospel song. And after Jack, I'm going to call our special guest up, and they'll come up. And I venture to say, like I said earlier, you'll really love it. And they've never performed on this stage before, and they might be a little nervous. So when I do announce them to come up, I want to give them a rousing round of applause to get them into this thing. But anyway, hold on just a minute. About 3 o'clock. It'll be about 3 minutes, and come on up. Okay. Jack's going to do a gospel song, good gospel song, the good old gospel ship. Marlon, see if you like this song.
with you I'll share. I'm gonna take a trip in the old gospel ship and go sailing up through the air. I'm gonna take a trip in the old gospel ship. I'm going far beyond the sky. I'm gonna shout and sing until the heavens ring when I'm bidding this world goodbye. If you're ashamed of me, you have no cause to be, for with Christ I am an heir. If too many faults you find, you're sure to be left behind when I'm sailing up through the air. I'm gonna take a trip in the old gospel ship. I'm going far beyond the sky. I'm gonna shout and sing until the heavens ring, but I'm bidding this world goodbye. Well, I can hardly wait. I know I'll not be late. I'm gonna spend my time in prayer. And when that ship comes in, I'll leave. This world of sin and go sailing up through the air. I'm gonna take a trip in the old gospel ship. I'm going far beyond the sky. I'm gonna shout and sing until the heavens ring when I'm bidding this world goodbye. When I'm bidding this world goodbye.
All right, Jack, that's great. Now it's time for a special guest to come up, and when he gets up here, it is a male, and he might be a little nervous, so give him a good round of applause. He's never done this before, and I want you to welcome to the stage Mr. Jim Edwards.
All right. I've been working on this for 8 months. Finally got somebody that would let me do it. I am going to do this, and I want to preface it by saying that probably all of you, or some of us, of course, may have experienced the circumstances or may be now. And so I want to do it for all of you, and also for Linda, for Shelby, and especially Dan's sweet mama.
Rock of ages, cleft for me, let me hide myself in thee.
It was a stylish congregation. You could see they'd been around, and they had the biggest pipe organ of any church in town. But over in the amen corner of that church sat Brother Iyer, and he insisted every Sunday on singing in the choir. His voice was cracked and broken. Age had touched his vocal cords, and nearly every Sunday he'd get behind and forget the words. Well, the choir got so flustered, the church was told in fine, Brother Iyer must stop his singing or the choir was going to resign. So the pastor appointed a committee. I think it was 3 or 4, and they got in their big fine car and drove up to Iyer's door. They found the choir's great problem sitting in an old armchair. The summer's golden sunbeams lay upon his snow-white hair. Said, York, we're here, dear brother, with the vestry's approbation to discuss a little matter that affects the congregation. Now, we don't want no songs except what we bought. The newest tunes are all the rage, and the old ones are for naught. So, are you listening, Brother Iyer? You'll have to stop your singing. You're messing up our choir. The old man raised his head, a sign that he did hear, and on his cheek the three men saw the glitter of a tear. As his feeble hands pushed back the locks as white as silky snow, he answered the committee in a voice both soft and low. "I've sung the songs of David nearly 80 years," said he. "They're my staff and comfort all through life's dreary way. I'm sorry I disturbed the choir. I guess I'm doing wrong. But when my heart is filled with praise, I can't hold back a song. I wonder if the tide that's breaking beyond my feet, in that far-off heavenly temple where my master I shall meet. Yes, I wonder if when I sing the songs of God up higher, will they kick me out up there for singing in heaven's choir?" Silence filled the little room. The old man bowed his head. The committee went on back to town, but Brother Iyer was dead. The choir missed him for a while, but he was soon forgot. A few churchgoers watched the door, but the old man entered not. Far away his voice is sweet, and he sings his heart's desires, where there are no church committees and no fashionable choirs.
I think we'll do some new songs maybe you haven't heard us do before. We got a couple new ones. And I want to mention that Jim will be back up here. He's got another song. He and Kitty put one together. It's just absolutely beautiful. I'm not lying. And if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. But it is a great song. Doug, thank you, buddy. All right, Danny. Let's start out with a little instrumental here for you. All right. We're going to do a little kind of a bluegrass song here. It's not too up-tempo, but Larry Sparks had a big hit on this in the bluegrass scene called Blue Virginia Blue. Goes something like this. Have you ever been in Richmond in November while the cold Virginia rain is coming down? Friend, I'm here to tell you it's no pleasure when you're all alone and a stranger to the town. Don't take me wrong, I do like East Virginia, and Richmond's full of hospitality, except for one Virginia girl I know of that's made a total love wreck out of me. Blue Virginia blue, ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. Ain't no girls in the whole wide world can break your hearts like Virginia girl. Ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. She called me up in St. Paul, Minnesota. Said I need you in Richmond right away. Take the bus and I'll meet you at the station. Bring some clothes, I might want you to stay. My bus pulled in the station late this evening. There ain't no one around this place but me. She must have changed her mind or she's forgotten, and her name's not in the phone directory. Blue, Virginia blue. Ain't no blue like blue, Virginia blue. Ain't no girls in the whole wide world can break your hearts like Virginia girls. Ain't no blue like blue, Virginia blue. I wish I had the money for a taxi and a warm, cozy place to lay me down, instead of standing on the streets of Richmond with a cold Virginia rain coming down. Blue, Virginia blue. Ain't no blue like blue, Virginia blue. Ain't no girls in the whole wide world can break your hearts like Virginia girls. Ain't no blue like blue, Virginia blue. No, there ain't no blue like blue, Virginia blue. Oh, thank you so much. I like doing that song. I appreciate Danny helping me out on it too. Oh, we got Miss Kitty coming back up here. She's going, will you still love me tomorrow? Why, sure we will. Of course we will. Yeah, everybody loves Kitty.
Speaking of blue, did y'all not want those pants, or she didn't want jeans?
Those were supposed to be mine, but they're a little big on me. So.
Hold it. He's trying to get out of it. He said she wears the pants in the family. Quick thinking, Dan. Quick. We better play, Dan.
Tonight you're mine completely. You give your love so sweetly. Tonight the light of love is in your eyes. But will you love me tomorrow? Is this a lasting treasure, or just a moment's pleasure? Can I believe the magic in your eyes? Will you still love me tomorrow? Tonight with words unspoken, you say that I'm the only one. But will my heart be broken when the night meets the morning sun? I'd like to know if your love is a love I can be sure of. So tell me now, and I won't ask again, will you still love me tomorrow? So tell me now, and I won't ask again, will you still love me tomorrow?
All right. Oh, we're going all the way over to Japan for this next song.
She will, I hope. He keeps on bringing it up.
Oh, then let's get Danny out of this by doing one, The Girl in Japan.
My transistor radio comes from far away. When it's night over here, over there, it's breaking day. I remember all the good times we had walking in the sand with a beautiful girl that I met made in Japan. The beauty of her face is beyond my wildest dreams, like a cherry blossom blooming in the mountains in the early spring. As we walked by the river and she softly took hold of my hand, that's when I fell deep in love with the girl made in Japan. In the dark of the night we would lay on Tokyo Bay, and the singing of the birds woke us up at the break of day. Her smiling eyes always seemed to try to understand all the love in my heart for the girl made in Japan. My transistor radio comes from far away. When it's night over here, over there, it's breaking day. She cried when she said she'd been promised to another man. When I left my heart with the girl made in Japan. Yes, my heart would always be with the girl made in Japan.
Oh, good job.
Thank you.
Granville's going to do his signature song next. One of the first songs I ever heard him do was called something in the springtime. Blues in the springtime. Something like that. But he does a great job on this one. I love this song, and he does a fantastic job on it, called Blues in the Springtime.
Every bird finds their mate in the springtime, builds their nest in the treetops above, sings their songs in the bright morning sunshine, making me want somebody to love. I get the blues in the springtime. stars send their beams from above, and the dewdrops are kissing the roses, then I'm longing for someone to love. I get the blues in the springtime, while the birds sing their songs tenderly. Empty arms and no sweet lips to kiss me. Oh yes, springtime is blue time for me.
All right, good job. Good job. Oh, we're going to get Jack and Kitty to do a duet for you. I think you'll love this one. Let me tell you a quick story, right? It won't take but a second while Dan's changing instruments up there. You know how you get these telemarketing calls? Well, a lot of times I fool around with them, and I got one the other day. And this is a true story. I had one on there for about 20 minutes, and he said, you know, he went through his spiel, and I was listening yesterday and all this. He said, now, you got a pen and paper, write this information down? I said, no. I said, I don't have a pen and paper. I said, I'm out in my little building in the backyard working on a machine. He said, oh, you working on a machine? I said, yeah. He said, what kind of machine you working on? I said, I don't know where this came from. I said, I'm working on a time machine. He said, a time machine? I said, yeah. I said, I always wanted to go back in time. I said, I wanted to be a bounty hunter back in the old days. And I said, golly, if I can make me a time machine, I'm going back in time and be a bounty hunter. He went, oh. He said, well, he said, where's this 423 number? I said, you mean to tell me you've been calling me, you don't even know where I live? I said, I live back in the mountains in Tennessee. I said, up in the mountains. He said, how's the weather up there? I said, it's good. I said, but if I can go back in time, it's going to be better. So he went on, and it got to where he wanted me to send him some money. I said, well, I can't do that. I said, but now this is the truth. I said, but I will do one thing for you. He said, well, what is that? I said, if I get this time machine working, I said, I'm going to come back and visit you when you was a baby. He hung up. He hung up on me. Oh, so I jerk him around. I got one on there one time. I kept him on there for 45 minutes, I know. But anyway, I won't tell you about that because it's too long, but it was even better than that one. Oh, Jack and Kitty's going to do one called Blues Stay Away.
Blues, stay away from me. Blues, why don't you let me be? Don't know why you keep on holding me. Love was never meant to be. True love was never meant for me. Seems somehow we never can agree. Life is full of misery. Dreams are just a memory, bringing back a love that it used to be. Tears, so many I can't see. Years don't mean a thing to me. Time goes by and still I can't be free. Blues, stay away from me. Blues, why don't you let me be? Don't know why you keep on holding me. Don't know why you keep on holding me.
All right. Great job. That was a wonderful job. Well, it's time to get our guest back up here and do a number. Marley, if you'll run the camera, we're going to get Jim back up here. And I was going to tell you a little about this song. I think it'll explain itself. Kitty and Jim does this. They work this up. And Dan, Kitty's husband back here, choreographed this thing for him and put it together, which he does a lot of our songs. Hello. But anyway, Jim, if you'll come on up, I'll get out of the way, and I believe you'll really love this song. Just listen to this song. Oh, excuse me.
I want to say before I do this that, in my opinion, the three most dangerous jobs in the world are policemen, veterans, and the ones I'm going to talk about now. We're old Kentucky miners. Soon we'll all be gone, leaving nothing behind except some words upon a stone. We've got coal dust in our lungs. We can barely catch our breath. We got Zippos in our pockets and Camel cigarettes. Merle Travis sang about us when he did 16 ton. Here's to John L. Lewis, still our favorite son. We're old Kentucky miners. Soon we'll all be gone, leaving nothing behind except some words upon a stone.
In the deep dark hills of eastern Kentucky, that's the place where I traced my bloodline, and it's there I read on a hillside gravestone, you'll never leave Harlan alive. Oh, my grandfather's dad crossed the Cumberland Mountains till he took a pretty girl to be his bride. Said, won't you walk with me out of the mouth of this holler? Or we'll never leave Harlan alive. Where the sun comes up about 10 in the morning and the sun goes down about 3 in the day, and you fill your cup with whatever bitter brew you're drinking, and you spend your life just thinking of how to get away. No one ever knew there was coal in them mountains till a man from the northeast arrived, waving 100 dollar bills. Said I'll pay for your minerals, but he never left Harlan alive. Grandma sold out cheap, and they moved out west to Pineville, to a farm where big rich land river winds. And I bet they danced them a jig, and they laughed and sang a new song. Who said we'll never leave Harlan alive? But the times they got hard, and tobacco wasn't selling. But old Granddad knew what he'd do to survive. He went and dug for Harlan coal and sent the money back to Grandma. But he never left Harlan alive. When the sun comes up about 10 in the morning, and the sun goes down about 3 in the day, and you fill your cup with whatever bitter brew you're drinking, and you spend your life digging coal from the bottom of your grave.
We're old Kentucky miners. Soon we'll all be gone. When we lay our shovels down at the end of the line, don't take us to the graveyard. Let us rest here in this mine. Just sing Amazing Grace and have an altar call. Pull out all the timbers and let the mountain fall on old Kentucky miners. Soon we'll all be gone, leaving nothing behind except some words upon a stone.
You'll never leave Harlan alive.
Long distance information, give me Memphis, Tennessee. Help me find the party, try to get in touch with me. She could not leave the number, but I know the place to call. 'Cause my uncle took the message and he wrote it all the wall. Help me information, get in touch with my Marie. She's the only one who called me here from Memphis, Tennessee. Her home is on the south side, high up on the ridge. just a half a mile from the Mississippi Bridge. Help me information, for in debt I cannot add. Only that I miss her and all the fun we had. We were tore apart because her mom could not agree. Tore apart our happy home in Memphis, Tennessee. Last time I saw Marie, she was waving me goodbye, with hurry home drops on her cheek that twinkle from her eyes. We were tore apart because her mom could not agree. Tore apart our happy home in Memphis, Tennessee. All right, that's a fun song. We're going to get Miss Kitty up here to do one called Those Memories. Kitty, we're working you tonight. You're doing a great job as always. Well, let me, while we talk about working, it won't take but a second to do this. I think Danny back here, he's probably he is the hardest worker in the band because he plays all these instruments. And let's give Dan a big round of applause. He just does a fantastic job. And I think we got the bass set a little better tonight where you can hear Jack. I bet half of you didn't know he was that good of a bass player till tonight. But
Well, you sure we still know?
yeah. Well, I think he's a great one, so he does a good job also. But so Kitty's going to do Those Memories.
Those memories of you still haunt me every night when I lay down. I'll always love you, little darling, until that day they lay me down. In dreams of you, my body trembles. I wake up and call your name, but you're not there, and I'm so lonesome. Without your love, I'll go insane. I close my eyes and you're there with me. Your kiss I feel, your face I see. It's not your lips now that drive me crazy. It's just your haunting memory. Those memories of you still haunt me every night when I lay down. I'll always love you, my little darling, until that day they lay me down. Until the day they lay me down. Thank you.
Oh, Danny, let's do an old Merle Haggard. You want to? Called Fight. Well,
Do it anyhow.
I guess I'd have to do it then, but he does a better job on it than I do, called Fight Inside of Me.
I hear people talking bad about the way we have to live here in this country. Harping on the wars we fight, griping about the way things ought to be. I don't mind them switching sides and standing up for things the day we live in. When they're running down our country, man, they're walking on the fighting side of me. They're walking on the fighting side of me. Running down our way of life, our fighting men have fought and died to keep. If you don't love it, leave it, let this song that I'm singing be yours. When they're running down our country, man, they're walking on the fighting side of me. I read about some squirrely guy who claims that he just don't believe in fighting. And I wonder just how long the rest of us can count on being free. They love our milk and honey, but they preach about another way of living. When they're running down our country house, they're walking on the fighting side of me. They're walking on the fighting side of me. Running down our way of life, our fighting men have fought and died to keep. If you don't love it, leave it, let this song that I'm singing be a warning. When they're running down our country, man, they're walking on the fighting side of me. When they're running down our country, man, they're walking on the fighting side of me.
All right, good job, Dave. We got two more songs, Jim. We got Jack's going to do a gospel and then close it out with Dan and Gramble with the instrumental. After his gospel song, okay.
We got until midnight. Will you tell us the story you told the other night about the car wreck you were in?
Oh,
These folks need to know. Glad you weren't hurt.
yeah, I didn't get hurt. Well, it's a little embarrassing, but I'm going to tell it anyway. You know where Windsor Avenue and 17th Street's out there? They got a three-way stop sign out there now. And I was going out Windsor Avenue, and you know, that's going west on Windsor, and the sun's in your eyes. I'm trying to make excuses while I tell this story. But anyway, I pulled up to the stop sign there at 17th. There was a great big old Oldsmobile. Looked like one of them 88 Oldsmobiles back in the 70s, you know, in the right-hand lane. And then there was a car right here in the straightaway lane. And the car was coming up at this stop sign. Well, that car pulled out, had the right-of-way. Well, this car in the left lane, he pulled on through. Well, I'm just kind of looking around. I saw him pull out, and I thought, in my mind, I thought, well, the guy in front of me, he's going to turn too, and there's nothing stopping him. So I let off my brake and give it a little gas. And, well, he didn't move. So I hit him in the back end, you know, and I said, oh, no. I thought, that big old Oldsmobile, I couldn't do a whole lot of damage to that Oldsmobile, you know. I mean, that big old thing, my little old tin can truck. And it wasn't, hey, Doug, it wasn't that Miata. But anyway.
So he said.
But anyway, you know, I thought, oh, no, you know, and well, I was going to get out of my truck, you know, and, well, the guy in the car opened the door, and he slid out into the street. And I looked at him, I thought, and no, I know politically correct, but I'm just going to tell you how it was, what I thought. I thought, well, that guy's a midget. You know, I said, he's a midget. And so I'm out of my truck, and I thought, well, I can take him if he gets to. But anyway, he come walking back toward me, and you could tell he was mad. His face was red. He walked up to me, and he throwed his hands up on the hip, and he looked up at me. He said, "I'm not happy." I said, "Well, which one are you?" Now, after that, I've got to get Jack to do a religious song.
This will be a repenting song.
Hallelujah meeting. Thank goodness.
Won't that be a hallelujah meeting when we step on the other side? With the saints of old standing with the people together, let's cross the tide. We'll lift flat hands together, go shouting all through the land. And when you think it's just about it, it'll happen all over again. Oh, what a celebration, we're getting very big. We're standing on the top of Zion, triumphant over sin. First the angels will start singing, and the joy bells start ringing. And prepare ye all to heaven, and the saints go marching in. Won't that be a hallelujah meeting with the step on the other side? With the saints of old standing with the people who welcome us across the tide. We'll lift our hands together, go shouting all through the land. And when you think it's just about it, it'll happen all over again. Well, I've been laughed at here for shouting since many long years ago. Well, more than just religion, when Jesus saved my soul. I got a way down deep salvation like no mortal tongue can tell. And a standing invitation to a hallelujah spell. Won't that be a hallelujah meeting when we step on the other side? With the saints of old standing with the people who welcome us across the tide. We'll lift glad hands together, go shouting all through the land. And when you think it's just about it, it'll happen all over again. When you think it's just about it, it'll happen all over again.
Great job, Jack. We're going to wrap it up with one other song after y'all say what you're going to say. But I will make this announcement. If it isn't raining, we're supposed to play down at Lowe's parking lot Friday. Starts about 5:30. So if you're not, yeah, if it isn't raining. But if you and Marla, bless her heart, she saved us down there one time. She brought us a big tent, got us a big tent, and that thing has come in handy, let me tell you. But anyway, we appreciate what you done for us there, and it was great. And we got some CDs back there. They're live CDs, and Kitty and Dan's got some of their own where they've made, and they are wonderful. So see Becky back there, and she's got them. Look at them back there. Aren't they pretty? Oh, my.
Two or three of them home with you there.
Oh, that's Miss Bannon showing back there. But anyway, Granville and Dan will close it out with the instrumental after they get the TV portion out.
Thank you. I'm going to send it around this way if I may and get your boot off of it. I love this band. Now, genuinely, Jim jokes a lot of times about people getting better. You guys are just getting tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter, and it is the most entertaining show. Don't you think so? They're just so great, singing all of our favorite songs. So this has been great. We want to tell you about a couple of things that are coming up. We don't usually make a lot of announcements about what's coming because we just kind of like to keep you rolling, but you're in for a treat next week also. In that, anybody see the Bristol movie? Has anybody gotten to see that yet? Where they talked about music and the way it was made and the sessions and things like that. There's a whole story to it, and we're going to have some more information for you next week. But in it, there is a fiddle scene where they got these ladies dressed in the 1927 Sessions style clothing.
Oh, they're good too. Oh, they're great.
They're awesome, aren't they? That's a bunch. So they had these girls in that. Well, they had so much fun, they decided to stick together as a band called the Fiddle Scene. And so the Fiddle Scene Band will be here next Monday night. And I think that'll be a lot of fun for you to talk to them about what it was like to be in that movie. And of course, a few of the girls you know. And so I'll let that be a surprise to you. Although I want to tell you that Vicki is in that. And if you know Vicki Austin playing with Appalachian Trail, you'll love hearing this band. They're great. The next week, we have had a little vote amongst the board and decided that even though most of the time we stay open through the holidays, we're going to close on July 3rd. Yeah. Okay. So if you would, just leave the key under the mat and get you a candy bar and sing to yourselves. No, we just felt like it would be a good time to take a break for just a second and let us regroup a few things. And does everybody have 4th of July plans? Yep. If not, find us and we'll find something to do. So we're not leaving town or anything, but we're going to close up on July 3rd because, boy, have we got a treat for you on July 10th. We're going to come back on July 10th with a band. You remember this bus rolling into the parking lot one time, and it had a band on it called Chosen Road, and they're a bluegrass gospel band, and they are tremendous. And I just love to hear this band play. Jonathan Buckner sings the lead and keeps this band going, but they have a special guest they're bringing with them this time because they've just worked on releasing a new bluegrass gospel CD featuring Lulu Roman. So she'll be here that Monday as well. So you've got some fun stuff coming up. And I've never seen her perform bluegrass before, and she's had a blast with this. They've been to Branson. They've been all over the place with this, and they're coming to see you on July the 10th. So you're in for a real treat there. And also wanted to let you know we've been doing our Saturday Trunks and Tailgates yard sale, which is going great. If some of you don't know about it, what we do is show up at 7 in the morning, set your stuff up, and we ask you for $10 for your space. And people always say, well, how big a space is it? I said, wherever your stuff's sitting, that's your space. So just if you bring a 32-foot camper, that's your space. And if you bring a table with some dish towels on it, that's your space. So we just are trying not to do bulk clothes. You can bring hats and shoes and a pocketbook, but we're just trying not to do a lot of bulk clothes, or we're trying not to do those bulk pallet items because there's so much of that everywhere. I want the old stuff, the fun stuff. So come set up with us. It's $10, and the fellowship is more than anything, and pretty much what we're doing is buying each other's stuff. We just go up and down the table and trade a bunch of stuff. So that's been a lot of fun. And from there, let's see, has that got all the stuff talked about? Don't forget church at Ralph's. He must have had to go iron his suit because they left. And once again, thank you so much to this great band. Give them a great big hand. That's fun.
Thank you, Marla. I had to say, it's been a great night, and thanks to all of you who were here with us, who are with us, and thank you for supporting Mountain Music Showcase and Marla and the Crooked Road General Store. We hope you'll come back. Don't wait for the band to come back, but you'll see and hear them again very soon. Great job tonight. I think probably if this is not the best show, it's tied with the best because some great stuff tonight. Like those new songs they put in them, too. Great job. Thank you so much. We're going to say goodnight. Thanks again, everybody, for being with us here at the Crooked Road General Store. I'm Jim Edwards from Mountain Music Showcase. And one more time, let's say thank you to the State Line Band.
Thank you, Jim. We appreciate it. We're going to close it out with Granville and Dan doing a little instrumental called Gypsy. Good night, everybody. Thanks a lot. Hold on 1 minute.
This is going to be the encore. This is going to be the encore. That music, again, like I said, they just get better and better and better. Dan actually participated in Saturday's songwriting workshop and followed through with all of his copyright information of his own original stuff. Don't you think we ought to hear one of his songs tonight? Something he wrote? So put you on the spot, play something. They won't know if you wrote it or not. Unless it's Amazing Grace. Don't play that. That was a real great to have him as part of that class on Saturday. Thank you again to State Line Band.
Let's see, what did I do with that? Well, I'll tell you, when you got to think of your own stuff, you can't.
Did you have one that's named Miss Kitty's?
Kitty's Yard Sale. I was trying to think about that, how that went, and I can't remember.
Okay.
I'll play Foggy Mountain Breakdown for you. I'm sorry about it. I've got some of them on that disc back there, though. If you buy one, you might hear
Good night, everybody. Drive carefully going home. Thank you for coming.